You may have heard entrepreneurs and marketers talk about warm and cold leads, but what does that mean, and does it apply to your virtual assistant business? First off, yes, it applies to your VA business. There are different ways to find clients to work with, and some of these involve warm leads, and some of them involve cold leads. A warm lead is someone who has already warmed up to you. They may already know you, follow you on social media, or have filled out a work with me form on your website. Warm leads are typically easier to convert into clients because they're familiar with you. A cold lead is someone who hasn't had any interaction with you yet. You take the initiative to reach out to them and ask if they'd be interested in working with you. But reaching out to cold leads sounds so impersonal, pushy, terrifying? I get where you're coming from. It basically feels like you're walking up to someone and asking them to hire you, which feels vulnerable and scary. Luckily, it does get easier with practice, and there's a way to do it that doesn't feel so salesy and icky. Half the battle is your attitude, and the other half is clear communication. You need to approach the pitch from a place of wanting to help your prospective client and answer as many of their questions as possible off the bat. Hello, welcome to the Desire to Done podcast, where we're chatting about writing a cold pitch email to get more clients. I'm your host, Billy Gardner. So let's go through the steps of how to write a cold pitch email. Step 1, get the right mindset. When you pitch a potential client, instead of thinking, I'm asking you for money, have the thought of, here's how I can help you. Always frame the pitch as an offer to help this business owner. Step number 2, decide on how many clients you need and how many pitches you want to make. Step 3, find people to contact. Who do you admire? Who do you already follow on social media? Whose mailing list are you on? Are there any blogs, podcasts, or YouTube channels you enjoy? Are there any books, e-courses, or memberships you're a part of? Start with businesses you're already familiar with because it makes striking up a conversation in the email easier and more authentic. Step number 4, do your homework. Before the pitch, do your homework. Poke around on their website, follow them on social media, read some of their blog posts, listen to their podcast, or watch some of their YouTube videos. Look over their sales pages and get familiar with what they do. Clients want a VA who cares about their business and treats it as carefully as they would their own. Also, getting to know their company will give you a leg up if you start working together because you'll already understand their brand. Step number 5, write your pitch. Your email should also answer any questions they might have about working with you and therefore remove as many objections as possible about hiring you. Things you need to communicate in a cold email. You want to let them know that you get their business, that you care, you're interested in their business and believe in what they're doing. You can tell them how you found them, congratulate them on their latest launch if you noticed they were launching something, or tell them you enjoyed their newsletter. Show that you have some idea of what's going on in their lives. You also want to tell them how you can help. If you can tie it in with something they need, even better. For instance, if you're a podcast manager and you notice that they have lots of great blog posts, you can suggest helping them launch a podcast where they turn those blog posts into podcast episodes and tell them the benefits of doing so. You can link to a services page on your website, a Google Doc, a document on your Facebook business page, or include a list of services if it's short. Also, be sure to include your rates. They'll want to know this right away, so you can simply mention your hourly rate after describing your services. For instance, my rate is $25 per hour, or you can list your package prices next to your packages. And don't forget to add a call to action at the end of your email. Invite them to respond to your email or book a Zoom call to talk about how you can help them. You'll want to be sure to sign up for scheduling software like Acuity or Calendly to eliminate back and forth scheduling. Bonus tip, do you want to know the secret to getting better responses? Offer a small, free trial of your service. This is called beta testing, and I covered in another podcast episode. I'll link to it in the episode description. Step number 6, hit send. You did it. Now you wait. Sometimes people answer right away, and sometimes they'll take a few days or even weeks. In the meantime, send another pitch or do something else to move your business forward. You can either space out your pitch emails to one a day or email a bunch at once. Caveat: if you offer a free trial in your pitches, you'll want to pitch only 3 or so people at a time and include a date when they need to respond by. That way, if you don't hear back from them by a specific date, you can email your offer to someone else. And step number 7, follow up if needed. Don't be afraid to follow up if you don't hear from them right away. Your email can easily get lost in a sea of other emails. They might be on vacation or got really busy and put your email aside thinking they'll return to it and never do. Just don't take it personally if you don't hear from them. It just means it's not meant to be, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you failed or you're a failure. In fact, you're quite brave and pretty damn amazing. You're getting out there and making connections. Successful people typically have stories about hearing no a lot at the beginning of their careers, but they didn't let it stop them. They just kept going. Some even made it their goal to hear as many no's as possible, which is an excellent goal. Now that you know the steps of how to write and send a cold pitch email, let's go through a sample of what one of these emails would sound like. The subject line could be something like, "I'd love to help you out." Then you'll want to address the client by their first name. Be sure to spell it correctly. A misspelled first name won't do you any good, and your email will likely get deleted immediately. After that, start with a friendly greeting like, "I hope you're having a great day." Then tell them how you know them. You could say something like, "I love getting your newsletter every week. I especially resonated with last week's when you talked about and mentioned the topic." Or you could say, "Congratulations on your new book. I hope everything is going well with it. That's so exciting." Or if you purchased an e-course of theirs, you could say something like, "Your e-course," name of the e-course, "has changed my life. I especially like the lesson on," and name the lesson. Then onto the pitch. "My name is," add your name, "and I'm a virtual assistant," or whatever you call yourself. "I wanted to let you know that I have some availability in my schedule if you're looking for someone to help you with," and then tell them what you can help them with. If so, "I would love to help you out." If you're offering a free trial, you could say instead, "My name is," add your name, "and I'm a virtual assistant. I want to test out my new services and would like to offer you 3 hours for free in exchange for feedback and a testimonial if you're happy with my services. I can help with," and then tell them what you can help with. Then tell them what to do next. You could say something like, "If you're interested, please let me know by," and then give them the date. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. You can also check out my website here for more information about me and link to your website. And then you can ask for referrals, just in case they know someone who needs help. You could say, "If you happen to know anyone who needs a VA, I'd love it if you could pass my info along. I appreciate it." Then close your email with "best regards" or some other warm closing and your name. Then, if you have any testimonials, you could add one below your signature. Be sure to include the client's name and a link to their website. Testimonials are a great way to get more clients, so don't be shy about sharing them. You can use this sample email as a guide, but make sure you adapt it to your services and client. Nobody likes spammy, copy and pasted messages, and most online business owners can spot spam a mile away. Also, keep it short and sweet. Your client is busy and has an overflowing email inbox. I hope you're feeling pumped and ready to send some cold pitches. Remember, quality over quantity. Try to connect with the other person on a deeper level. Compliments are always a great icebreaker, and keep going if you hear the word no. Want more marketing tips and email scripts? Check out the Introvert VA Club, where you'll have access to tutorials, templates, support, and more for an affordable price. Go to introvertvaclub.com to join. Thanks so much for listening. Please follow or subscribe to my podcast if you haven't already. And why not leave a review while you're at it? I look forward to chatting with you next week. Bye!